is MeteoMark here at MeteoMark Studios here for weather for May 20th, 2013. We have an ongoing severe weather outbreak that's going on, and if you are listening right now, depending on what time and day it is, I advise you, if you're in the plains, Midwest, the central Mississippi River Valley, to tune into local media outlets for the most up-to-date watches and warning information. But right now, we're going to head right into some photos before we get into the touching on the severe weather here. Let's take a look here from, we have Lucas D. from Linden, Texas here. Thank you for sending these in, Lucas. Some cool sun effects here. Look at this. Really nice colors displaying here. You got a nice lens flare and a nice blue sky at the backdrop here. Very nice. And a nice close-up macro of a nice white flower here. Very nice. Daffodil or something to that effect. And right here we've got, oh, this is really interesting. There is a, it looks like a blue jay, but it doesn't have as much blue as a blue jay. Very nice. Nice close-up. And here are some photos of some, this is showing, he says, a very yellow-orange glow right before the storms. This was last week, the end part of last week. These were submitted May 16th. And you can see, look at the orangish color on both these pictures here. Very orange, very orangish color. This is usually the way the skies can get before major storms in Texas. Thank you, Lucas, for sending those in. And then it got dark. These are photos depicting, look at the storminess here. Looks almost like precipitation falling. And here, look at, this is a very ominous looking sky here. You got very dark clouds above, a light backdrop here, but nevertheless very ominous, very dark looking. And then look at, this must be after the storms. Very beautiful Texas sunset. Look at that. Nice crimson and orangish colors. Thank you, Lucas. And we go to Manny Piercefield here. And here we are in northern Kentucky on May 18th, 2013, around 7 p.m. He has a rainbow, and this is his Davis Vantage Pro 2 here, you see in the center. And you can see the beautiful effect, let me get off the screen here, of the rainbow. Very nice. Thank you, Manny, for sending that in. Very, very beautiful shot. Rainbows are hard for me to get because I can never quickly get to my camera quick enough. By the time I get my camera and rush back out, it's usually gone. So nice job. And here's another one. Another nice, very nice rainbow picture here from northern Kentucky. And this, of course, was about an hour and a half or two before sunset. So very, very nice. Oh, look at the nice, lush green landscape, too. Very, very beautiful time of year. Let's get right into the weather here. My main focus is, I'll display the temperatures here on the map, but my main focus is, it will be very warm, but the severe weather is what I'm going to focus on the next 48 to 72 hours. And it will affect all real estate from the northern, central, southern plains on eastward. And some areas of the East Coast could be getting affected Thursday and Friday. And I'll get into details here. If we take a look at the scenarios we have setting up here for many portions of the country here, and take a look at the severe weather potential here, wrapping up for much of the plains here. We have a storm system that is essentially stalled over the plain states. And you can see it's draping across the central plains here, and severe weather on Tuesday will be prevalent across much of the central and southern portions of the plains once again, and the upper Midwest, and it will be heading east for the most part. Today we have most of the storms in the central section, but as you can see, as this system moves off in the general direction of Chicago down towards Dallas here, this is where we're going to get into extreme severe weather here from Texarkana heading on, and let me push over here to the left-hand side of your screen, over towards Little Rock, up towards Springfield, extending just south of Kansas City, Missouri, and extending down towards just about the Shreveport area, and just east of Dallas here. This is the tremendously dangerous PDS, as they call it, potentially dangerous situation for your Tuesday. And this will be a big problem spot if you're on the Texas, Arkansas, southeastern Oklahoma, northwestern Louisiana borders there. Tomorrow is your day. Be prepared. This system is extremely powerful, and as you're probably watching national news and whatnot, there is a lot of severe weather warnings, a lot of confirmed F4 surveyed tornadoes. There's F3s, F2s, and of course they can't find out exactly what the wind speeds were until they go out and survey that. But however, this is a very dangerous situation, and many of the storms are tornadic across much of the area. And this will slowly meander its way even up towards the lower Great Lakes tomorrow. Places like Toledo, up to Cleveland, Detroit, and then extending up towards just south of Sault Ste. Marie and over towards Madison, Wisconsin. This is where temperatures will warm up, and so will the severe weather. Here in the Northeast, we have one more day. We've got this front draped across the Northeast here, but little action. Maybe some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Here in the Southeast, we remain a little bit dry until we head on into the day on Wednesday. Now Wednesday, things get a little bit more difficult here. Wednesday could be our day across much of the Ohio Valley, Upper Ohio Valley, and the Northeast. Much of the energy, the piece of energy, breaks off from the Southeast here, and we have the threat of severe thunderstorms down south here. However, areas further north and east will get into the act of, I'm thinking at this time, a moderate risk category of severe thunderstorms across places like Cleveland, Cincinnati, Erie, Pittsburgh, State College, Binghamton, Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, those areas, parts of West Virginia, Morgantown, extending towards northern Kentucky, and extending over towards portions of Indiana. These are the areas that could see the greatest risk of severe weather on Wednesday. Damaging wind, large hail. Tornadoes can't be ruled out, but I'm expecting these squall lines to develop by mid to late day on Wednesday. And portions of the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, should be keeping an eye, mainly the Upper Ohio Valley. Here in the Southeast, yes, you will see a chance of severe thunderstorms, but like I said, the main energy ejects out here into the Ohio Valley. That's where you have the greatest wind shear, those winds at lower levels heading up towards the northwest, and then you got the winds in the upper levels from southwest to northeast, and that's going to create that spin and that negatively tilted action in the atmosphere to tilt those thunderstorms and make them severe. That's what we're looking at here in the Northeast. We extend the day on into Thursday, and that area moves to the east, and the models are starting to pick up and push this storm a little bit quicker once it reaches the Ohio Valley. And portions of New England, extending down towards the Mid-Atlantic, New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, parts of southern New Hampshire, parts of southern Vermont, extending over towards eastern upstate New York, eastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, all the way down through the Virginias, and of course the Carolinas. We could see an outbreak of severe thunderstorms on Thursday, so stay tuned for that. That could also impact in the areas around here. I'm expecting a slight to moderate risk in those categories in and around the tri-state area here in the Northeast. So be prepared for that. That the temperatures will slowly be cooling down behind this. And let me tell you, for the Northeast, there will be a nice cool weekend. 60s and some 50s across much of the Northeast, and I'll display that on a later statement, a later video. But I want to focus on this severe weather over the next 3 days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That is our focus right now, and we will continue to watch this here at MeteoMark for you. As I said, the temperatures behind the front, much cooler. Very warm 80s ahead of the front. 80s all the way up into the Mid-Atlantic, as you can see, even on parts of Thursday here. Behind it, 50s and 60s. That is pretty much going to do it for MeteoMark. Don't forget to send in your photos, videos, whatnot, because there's a lot of interesting weather that will be happening the next couple days. Like me on Facebook at MeteoMark. Subscribe to me on YouTube at MeteoMark.com. Website MeteoMark.com. Here's the 4-day forecast for my hometown viewers from Binghamton to Elmira, the northern tier counties of Pennsylvania. We're going to head into the day on Tuesday here. Not much of a low near 65 to 70 here. We're going to be looking at highs in the low to mid 80s tomorrow. Possibly some areas in the upper 80s. Chance of a shower or a thunderstorm. We're going to be looking at conditions going downhill a little bit in the afternoon. Scattered in variety. We're looking on into the day Wednesday, and this is where things could get bad later on in the day. Scattered strong to severe thunderstorms, particularly after 4 p.m. We'll get those heavy showers and thunderstorms. Could produce 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch of precipitation. We're looking at highs 85, lows typically around mid to upper 60s during this scenario. Heading on into the day Thursday and then into Friday. Thursday we have some residual showers and possibly thunderstorms, but then Friday, much cooler. This is what the weekend is going to be like in the Susquehanna region of New York and Pennsylvania. We're going to be looking at low 60s with lows, of course, towards the weekend in the lower 40s. So good sleeping weather for the Binghamton, Elmira, Scranton areas. That's going to do it for MeteoMark.